In this tribute video, we honor the American legends who have passed away today and in recent days. Welcome back to Movie Newscast. These remarkable individuals made lasting contributions to their fields, and we sadly say goodbye to them. Our heartfelt condolences go out to their families and fans. As we remember their legacies, we invite you to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up if their lives or work have touched you in any way. Your gesture is a sign of respect and remembrance. At first, Billy Shaw, a Pro Football Hall of Fame offensive lineman and Bills legend, died on Friday. He was 85. Shaw died due to hyponatremia, a condition where sodium in the blood is abnormally low, according to his family. His wife and 3 daughters were by his side, per the Bills. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1999 after a career in football in which he was an 8-time AFL All-Star in the 1960s. Billy Shaw holds the distinction of being the only member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame to play his entire career in the American Football League. But while that fact is worthy of noting and nice to recite, it comes nowhere near providing the reason he was elected as a member of the class of 1999. Hall of Fame President Jim Porter said in a statement, "Billy's all-around athleticism brought a new dimension to the guard position and made the 1960s Buffalo Bills a formidable opponent capable of bruising opponents with a punishing rushing attack." And while Billy could be unforgiving to anyone in his way on the football field, he was the classic example of the Southern gentleman off the field to everyone he encountered. Bob Yerkes, the Hollywood stunt performer known for his work in the Star Wars and Back to the Future franchises, has died. He was 92. The former acrobat died Tuesday morning at his Northridge home, according to a statement shared by his fellow stunt performer, Darlene Williams Bostock, who grew up training with Yerkes. "I am horribly sad to hear that my mentor and stunt coach Bob Yerkes passed away this morning in Northridge, California," announced Bostock in a Facebook post. Bobby opened the door to his home and backyard to everyone that either needed a place to stay or to train for a job. "I would not have had a career in stunts without Bob Yerkes." She added in part, "There will never be another Bob Yerkes. My heart is broken. I am proud and honored to have known him. He was a true legend." Born February 11, 1932 in Los Angeles County, Yerkes, née Brayton Walter Yerkes, began tumbling as a child before joining a circus as an acrobat when he was 15. Upon his return to Los Angeles, Yerkes made his on-screen stunt debut in Julia Misbehaves, 1948. Throughout his career, Yerkes trained a number of stunt performers in his backyard boot camp in Leh, which featured extensive stunt riggings. Rapper Lucas Coley has reportedly died at age 27, his manager claimed in a since-deleted post Thursday. The hip-hop artist's manager made the claims via Instagram on Thursday with a picture of Coley smoking outdoors. "Rest in peace at I am Lucas Coley, I love you bro. My heart is ripped in half. Wait for me up there," he originally captioned the post, per Us Weekly. However, he later edited the caption to only feature a heart emoji. Coley's I Discover Stars entertainment manager, whose name wasn't disclosed, also shared a second post that showed the hitmaker posing with a friend. "Being your manager was one of the reasons I stayed here," the talent manager captioned the post, per the outlet, before removing the caption. "There's a hole in my heart right now, Lucas. We used to speak on our struggles all the time but smile for the fans. So many people hurt us again and again, but we had each other. I don't know what to do now. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you not to, and I go and do the same." The manager emotionally revealed that his heart had been ripped to shreds following his client's alleged death. "God sent him back here. Please, I'm broken over here, #RipLucasColey, #check on your friends." He concluded before he edited the posts to remove the caption. According to Us Weekly, Coley's longtime manager also asked fans to pray for Coley's girlfriend, Amber, via a now-deleted Facebook post. Amber will confirm the news when she is ready, the manager wrote. Please give her time to process and heal when the funeral arrangements are set. Before his alleged death, the I Just Wanna rapper took to his Instagram story to write, "I love y'all," with an orange heart emoji. A rep for the French-born artist wasn't immediately available to Page 6 for comment, and this outlet couldn't confirm his death independently. Greg Landry, the former Detroit Lions quarterback and assistant coach, has died. He was 77. The Lions announced Landry's death on social media Friday. No cause of death was given. "We join the NFL community in mourning the loss of former Lions quarterback and coach Greg Landry," the team said. Landry played in the NFL from 1968 to 1981 with the Lions and the then Baltimore Colts. After 2 seasons in the USFL, he returned to the NFL and played 1 game with the Chicago Bears. He threw for 16,052 yards in his NFL career, with 98 touchdowns and 103 interceptions. He also was one of the best running quarterbacks in NFL history, gaining more than 2,600 yards with 21 touchdowns. The Lions selected Landry with the 11th pick of the 1968 NFL Draft out of UMass. He played 11 seasons with the Lions and had a career record of 40-41-3 with Detroit. His finest season in Detroit came in 1971, when he threw for 2,237 yards and 16 touchdowns, was a first-team All-Pro, and made his only Pro Bowl. In 1976, he earned the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year award after passing for 2,191 yards and 17 touchdowns. Landry was traded to Baltimore and played 3 seasons with the Colts, going 3-10-1. He then moved to the USFL and played 1 season each with the Chicago Blitz, 1983, and Arizona Wranglers, 1984. He was an emergency starter for the Bears against Detroit in 1984. Landry rejoined the Lions in 1995 as quarterbacks coach on the staff of head coach Wayne Fontes. Landry also held assistant coaching positions with Cleveland and Chicago in the NFL and at the college level at Illinois. From Nashua, New Hampshire, Landry led UMass in passing for 3 seasons and was the team's top rusher and scorer in 1965 and 1967. He was inducted into the UMass Hall of Fame in 1980. The actor, arguably best known to soap fans as Mike Corbin on General Hospital, has died, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell us Ron died of natural causes at his home in Street George, South Carolina on August 27. A specific cause of death was not disclosed. Throughout his decades-long career, the veteran actor appeared in several TV series, including starring in the popular 70s soap Ryan's Hope, in which he played Dr. Roger Coleridge. The Michigan native announced his retirement from Hollywood in 2010, after racking up 2 nominations for the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series and a Soap Opera Digest Award nomination. General Hospital paid respects to the late actor on social media, posting on X, "We would like to extend our condolences to his loved ones during this difficult time. He was an incredible actor and an unforgettable colleague. May he rest in peace." Ron is survived by his nieces and nephews, Lori Brown, Max Brabham, Aaron Wilson, and Mark Brown. He was 78. Rest in peace. Hall of Famer Susie Maxwell Burning, 4-time major champion, dies at 83. Susie Maxwell Burning, the 3-time U.S. Women's Open winner who was a pioneer as a mother while competing on the LPGA Tour, died Wednesday after a 2-year battle with lung cancer. She was 83. The LPGA said Burning, inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2022, died at her home in Palm Springs. "We are saddened by the passing of one of our greats," LPGA Tour Commissioner Molly Marcoux Simon said in a statement. Susie Maxwell Burning was not just a fantastic player and a member of the World Golf Hall of Fame, but also a wonderful ambassador for the LPGA and women's sports overall. We will always point to her as a role model for balancing home life and career, winning major championships while also raising a family. Susie was a strong, pioneering athlete who I have personally admired and whose legacy will continue to inspire future generations of athletes. Inducted into the World Gold Hall of Fame in a class that featured Tiger Woods, Burning won the U.S. Women's Open in 1968, 1972, and 1973, and the then Major Western Open in 1965. She had 11 career LPGA Tour titles and was the 1964 Rookie of the Year. Susie Maxwell was born in Pasadena, California, and her family moved to Oklahoma City when she was 13. She was introduced to golf in a most unusual way. She was walking her colt on a bridle path when it got spooked and broke free, and the young girl chased after it down fairways and across greens at Lincoln Park Golf Course. The head pro said he would forget the incident if she taught his kids how to ride, and the pro eventually invited her to the course where Patty Berg was giving a clinic. I said to myself, "Oh boy, she's having a lot of fun. If that's what golf is about, I think I want to try it," Burning said. She won 3 straight state high school titles and became the first female player to receive a golf scholarship to Oklahoma City University, where she played on the men's team. "Golf has been great to me," Burning said in 2021 when she was elected to the Hall. "Throughout my golf career, I was able to raise a family, which was icing on the cake. That's one reason I didn't play as many years or as many events, but when I did play, I enjoyed it." Mike Dmitrich, a Democrat who spent 40 years in the Utah legislature, dies at 87. The former Utah House and Senate Minority Leader was the last Democrat to win a district south of Salt Lake County. During his 40-year career in the Utah legislature, Mike Dmitrich was seen as a champion for working Utahns, helped establish college campuses in southern and eastern Utah, and has a state highway named in his honor. The former Utah House and Senate Minority Leader died early Monday morning at the age of 87. I think the fondest memories you have as a lawmaker is what you can do to help your communities or what you can do to help individuals, Dmitrich said in a 2015 interview with the Utah Division of Oil, Gas, and Mining. Former Gov. Mike Leavitt, who held the top state office for 10 years of Dmitrich's 40-year tenure, called the late senator a champion of rural Utah, working people, and common sense. He was among the most likable people I've ever known. Democratic Senator Luz Escamilla, the current Senate Minority Leader, said Dmitrich taught her invaluable skills, especially the art of negotiation and collaboration across party lines, both essential to creating good public policy. His legacy as a rural Democrat continues to resonate today, and his contributions will always be cherished by our caucus. Blaise Wharton, who was mentored by Dmitrich in both the House and Senate as a young legislator, echoed the sentiment, adding that Dmitrich taught him everything he's learned about legislative politics. If your definition of politics is the art of compromise, there was no better politician than Mike Dmitrich, bar none. To Mike, politics wasn't a game or a hobby or a sport. It was serious. He was trying to do good for his constituents, Wharton said. I owe everything, good, bad, or indifferent, to him. I always tried to be as much like him as I could. Steve Barth, a former House member who also learned under Dmitrich's leadership, called him an old-style politician who could make and stick to a deal. And he worked well with the other side and was a great communicator. He was loved by both sides. He wasn't contentious or argumentative, Barth said. TV and Broadway star Gavin Creel dies aged 48. TV and Broadway star Gavin Creel has died from a rare and aggressive cancer at the age of 48, his publicist Matt Polk has announced. Creel was best known as a stage star in shows such as Hello Dolly, opposite Bette Midler, which earned him a Tony Award in 2017. He played Cornelius Hackle opposite Midler in the titular role. Midler paid tribute on Instagram, describing Creel as a radiant actor. "He was fantastic. I can't believe he's gone. What a loss." Creel also starred in the West End, picking up a prestigious Olivier Award for Best Actor in a Musical in 2014 for his turn as Elder Price in The Book of Mormon, a role he went on to play on Broadway. British star Hannah Waddingham said she was shaken to my core following his death. "I've just had to sit down. I keep rereading his name thinking everyone's got it wrong. Not this man, not this beautiful, smiley, talented man," she posted on X. "The absolute real deal, talent pouring out of every pore. I'm heartbroken you've gone, Gavin. I hope to see you again, my friend." Creel's TV career included a 2-episode stint in Ryan Murphy's miniseries American Horror Stories, opposite Matt Bomer in 2021. He'd also appeared opposite Dame Julie Andrews in TV movies Eloise at the Plaza and Eloise at Christmastime in the early 2000s. The star also co-founded Broadway Impact, a grassroots organization aimed at mobilizing the theater community to support marriage equality. He was born in Findlay, Ohio, and was a graduate of the University of Michigan School of Music. Creel's publicist said there will be a small private gathering for the family, and a celebration of his life will be held for the theater community at a date yet to be announced. Kris Kristofferson, country music legend and A Star Is Born leading man, dies at 88. Kris Kristofferson, who attained success as both a groundbreaking country music singer-songwriter and a Hollywood film and TV star, died Saturday at home in Maui, Hawaii. No cause of death was given, but he was described as passing away peacefully while surrounded by family. He was 88. Said his family in a statement, "It is with a heavy heart that we share the news our husband/father/grandfather, Kris Kristofferson, passed away peacefully on Saturday, September 28 at home. We're all so blessed for our time with him. Thank you for loving him all these many years, and when you see a rainbow, know he's smiling down at us all." The statement was offered on behalf of Kristofferson's wife, Lisa, his 8 children, Tracy, Chris Jr., Casey, Jesse, Jody, John, Kelly, and Blake, and his 7 grandchildren. Kyle Young, the CEO of the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, said, "Kris Kristofferson believed to his core that creativity is God-given, and that those who ignore or deflect such a holy gift are doomed to failure and unhappiness. He preached that a life of the mind gives voice to the soul, and then he created a body of work that gave voice not only to his soul but to ours." Kris's heroes included the prizefighter Muhammad Ali, the great poet William Blake, and the hillbilly Shakespeare, Hank Williams. He lived his life in a way that honored and exemplified the values of each of those men, and he leaves a righteous, courageous, and resounding legacy that rings with theirs. Among his final public appearances, Kristofferson participated in duets on both nights of the Willie Nelson 90th birthday celebration at the Hollywood Bowl in 2023, singing "Loving Her Was Easier Than Anything I'll Ever Do Again" with Roseanne Cash on the first night, and "Help Me Make It Through the Night" with Norah Jones on the second. Of his pairing with Cash, which was arguably the most moving moment of either night, Variety's reviewer wrote, "Kristofferson's voice wasn't built for sweet harmony singing even in the best of days. But how sweet it was, regardless, as Cash gave her spiritual uncle all the support he needed to make this sad memory song feel like a warm, communal hug." Linda Deutsch dies. Longtime AP courts reporter who covered Manson, Simpson, Spectre, and more, was 80. Linda Deutsch, the Los Angeles-based special correspondent for the Associated Press, whose 50-year career with the news service included covering many of the most attention-getting trials in Hollywood history, died Sunday of pancreatic cancer at her Los Angeles home surrounded by family and friends. She was 80. Her death was announced by the AP. Deutsch had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2022. Although she underwent successful treatment at the time, the cancer returned this summer, according to the AP. In her long career covering courts for the AP, Deutsch penned articles about such major criminal and civil cases as the murder trials of Charles Manson, O.J. Simpson, Phil Spector, and the Menendez brothers. She covered trials involving Michael Jackson, Patty Hearst, and the police officers charged in the beating of motorist Rodney King, among many others. Deutsch's court's career began with the 1969 trial and conviction of Sirhan Sirhan, the convicted assassin of Senator Robert F. Kennedy. When a big trial loomed, AP's assignment editors didn't have to ask who should get the assignment, said AP's former executive editor and CEO Louis D. Bacardi in Deutsch's AP obituary. No, the instant question was, is Linda available? She mastered the art of celebrity trial coverage and, in the process, became something of a media celebrity herself. Survivors include Uncle Marvin Sosna, cousins Elaine Deutsch, Lisa Deutsch, and Lana Sternberg, and godson Luke Rattray. Funeral arrangements are pending. Glynis Johns dies. Mary Poppins' mom, Broadway's Tony winner who debuted Send in the Clowns, was 100. Glynis Johns, remembered by movie audiences as Mrs. Binks from Mary Poppins, and by Broadway devotees as the first person to sing Stephen Sondheim's Send in the Clowns on a national stage, died Thursday of natural causes at an assisted living home in Los Angeles. She was 100. Her death was announced by her manager and publicist Mitch Clem. "Today's a sad day for Hollywood," Clem said in a statement. "She is the last of old Hollywood." A Tony winner, Best Actress and Musical, for her performance as Desiree Armfeldt in the original 1973 Broadway cast of the Sondheim Hugh Wheeler, A Little Night Music. Johns both debuted and, due to her widespread acclaim, helped popularize what would become perhaps Sondheim's most beloved and well-known songs with Send in the Clowns. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, the Welsh Johns made her West End debut in 1931 at age 8 in Elmer Rice's Judgment Day, but wouldn't hit the Broadway stage until 1952, when she played the title role in Enid Bagnall's play Gertie. Over the next decade, she appeared on Broadway twice again, in 1956's Major Barbara and 1963's Too Good to Be True, but it wasn't until 1973, with Night Music, that she became one of the major Broadway stars of the era. But her most notable latter-day TV role came in a 1983 episode of Cheers, when she played the snooty, but desperately broke, Helen Chambers, dowager mother of Shelley Long's Diane Chambers, demanding that her daughter immediately marry in order to meet the requirements of Daddy's will. Mummy deadpans, "I'll never be broke. I'll either be rich or dead. The choice is yours." In her own life, Johns was married and divorced 4 times. The first to actor Anthony Forwood, who rather famously left her for the man who would become his long-term partner, actor Dirk Bogarde. A son from the marriage, Gareth Forwood, was her only child. He died in 2007. She is survived by a grandson and 3 great-grandchildren. Concerns about the legendary crooner started circulating after recent videos from his latest performances surfaced, sparking heated discussions across TikTok. On September 28, 2024, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons took the stage at the MGM National Harbor in Maryland to perform a medley of their biggest hits. While the show itself was a celebration of Valli's long career, videos from this and other recent shows have gone viral, leading to worry among fans and internet users. These clips, particularly on TikTok, showcase a legend who, despite his age, continues to perform. Yet, viewers were quick to notice a certain detail: Valli's seeming lack of blinking during the show. One user wrote, "He doesn't blink at all." Another added, "I think that's the closest we've gotten to seeing him blink." However, More extreme comments compared the performance to a dark comedy, Weekend at Bernie's, the musical. Some fans even admitted that watching the videos made them uncomfortable. One fan commented, "Mom, I'm scared." Another wrote, "This is scary to watch." Yet, despite the surge of concerned and critical responses, others rushed to defend the singer. Supporters were quick to highlight Valli's remarkable achievement in continuing to perform at his age. One fan expressed admiration. "At this age, he's doing what he truly loves. A beautiful thing." Another user praised Valli's resilience. "What a legend, hasn't lost a step, and can still hit those notes perfectly." His unique vocal range, combined with the group's impressive harmonies, made them stand out from their contemporaries. Throughout their career, Valli and the Four Seasons have sold a remarkable number of records globally, exceeding 100 million. Additionally, their numerous chart-topping hits remain popular with people of all ages. Meanwhile, the Tony Award-winning musical Jersey Boys has brought the group's music to the attention of new generations. Throughout this time, Valli has never slowed down. Though some fans may be concerned, and some users may mock him, it's clear that Frankie Valli is still deeply committed to his craft. As long as fans want to hear him, he'll be there, delivering the timeless sounds of the Four Seasons.